Lu's soldiers line up with bows in hand. Lu commands, "All right, attack." The soldiers release their arrows, and each one hits its target with precision. Tu Fu is amazed. Wow! What kind of bow is this? It hits targets from such a long distance with so much accuracy and power. Torai adds, "Lu, this is incredible." Lu smirks, "It's not over yet. Watch this." Some guards, fully armored, move in and completely cut down their targets. Tu Fu exclaims, "If we had these bows and armor, we could easily win this war." He then asks, "Lu, how many knights does Young City have?" Lu confidently responds, "Enough to defeat Umar. Helping Fang City means helping ourselves." Hearing this, Tu Fu and Tori embrace Lu and say, "Lu, you're truly a great man." Back in Young City? Lu returns, and Nicole rushes to him, "Master, you're finally back." Lu apologizes, "Sorry for making you all worry." Ben exclaims, "For boats. This is amazing for us." Lu instructs, "Uncle, gather everyone in the castle." A little later, Lu addresses everyone, "Young City and Fang City have allied. Together, we will face Umar. This time, we will wipe out all of Umar's knights." Meanwhile, Viva is secretly listening to their conversation. She mutters to herself, "Umar." Ben warns, "The war preparations aren't complete yet. We still have time to gather intel on the enemy. If anyone escaped from Umar, it would be Viva. If we ask her, we could get crucial information." Lu disagrees. "No, she doesn't trust me, and who knows what she has been through. Asking her could bring back painful memories." Viva's thoughts? "He's worried about me, but why? I only arrived here a few days ago. Besides, I'm just a demi-woman." Frustrated, she punches the door. Ben yells, "Who's there? Come out." Nervous, Viva steps forward and says, "It's me. I want to help you." She then reveals everything she knows about Umar. On the other side, Omar receives a letter. Reading it, he exclaims, "You stole my merchant and my golden coin. And you even sent me false information. Lu Fang, how dare you? I will kill you." Meanwhile, Lu thinks to himself, "Should I touch this? Well, whatever happens, happens." Then, while gently patting Viva's head, he says, "Don't worry, I will definitely take revenge for you." Viva gets scared and replies, "Okay." Mina adds, "If they dare to harm Master, I will kill every one of them." Lu responds, "Thank you, Mina." Viva wonders in her mind, do these people love each other? Meanwhile, a man is forcing demi-humans to work. He yells, "Hey! What are you doing there? Hurry up and work." Belle replies, "I'm coming." Do you even know how heavy this wood is? Just then, a girl falls in front of him. The man hits her and shouts, "Can't you see? Get up quickly and work, or I'll kill you." Enraged, Belle drops the wood on that man and asks the girl, "Hey kid, are you okay?" The man, furious, yells, "Hey, servant. Can't you see?" Belle smirks and says, "Oh, my bad, I didn't see you there." Then he tells the girl, "Be careful. Humans always look down on demi-humans." The girl asks, "Do we have to spend our whole lives here?" Belle reassures her, "There's no need to be afraid. Someday, we'll get a chance to escape from here." Then we see Fang Castle. Lu arrives in Fang City with his soldiers. Tofu exclaims, "Lu, you're finally here." Just then, a man rushes in and reports, "Master Lu Fang, bad news. A huge number of soldiers are heading towards us from 5 kilometers away. I think they belong to Omar." Shocked, Tofu says, "What? They weren't supposed to arrive for another 3 days." Lu, deep in thought, mutters, "Looks like they found out that we've joined forces." Tofu, worried, asks, "What do we do now? Without a plan, we'll be doomed." Lu, with a serious expression, replies, "Omar's soldiers are coming like thugs. They want to kill us and rule this place. But this time, their plan will fail." Meanwhile, Omar tells his soldiers, "Whoever kills the enemies first will be rewarded." As Omar's soldiers advance, Chain suddenly attacks them with arrows. Furious, Omar shouts, "Looks like Lu came fully prepared." On the battlefield, soldiers start slaughtering the beast people, yelling, "All demi-humans. Move forward. Anyone who lags behind will be killed." Terrified, everyone starts running forward. Meanwhile, Lu commands, "The enemies are coming. Everyone, attack." Arrows start flying from all directions. The enemy leader laughs and orders, "All demi-humans, charge forward." In his mind, he thinks, "These knights are completely useless. If I enter Fang first, I'll become its ruler." Meanwhile, Belle dodges all the attacks and says, "Killing me isn't that easy." Then, he notices a man grabbing a child and trying to flee, saying, "Forgive me. I don't want to die." Belle quickly strikes the man, saving the child. Panicked, the man pleads, "I don't want to die." But just then, an arrow pierces him. Shocked, Mina exclaims, "Master! These people aren't enemies. They're demi-humans. Lu, stunned, says, What? What did you just say? Damn it. They're using them as pawns. Lu's soldiers shout, Hurry. All beast people, get inside. Seizing the opportunity, Lu's army launches a counterattack on the enemies. The enemies, overwhelmed, shout, We can't fight them. Everyone, retreat inside. The enemy leader laughs, Young city's knight, Lu, is so weak. Looks like I'll kill him and become the king here. Then we are shown the inside of Fang City. All the demi-humans enter, and some of Lu's soldiers, while cooking food, say, Don't worry, we won't harm you. Eat first, and then you can go wherever you want. Bell barges in, saying, Get out of my way. I don't care who these people are. The most important thing is to fill my stomach first. He rushes forward and starts eating. Seeing him, the others also begin eating. Just then, a man approaches Lu and says, Fang's walls are about to collapse. Omer's men will enter Fang Castle any moment now. Meanwhile, Omer smirks, Lu would never have guessed that we'd use demi-humans to get in. Under the name of a thief, I will kill Fang City's lord. Then this city will be mine. Elsewhere, Tofu looks ahead and is shocked. The enemies are coming. How did Omer's soldiers get here? Hey! What are you all doing? Close the gates quickly. Before they can shut the gates, the enemies kill him. Moments later, Lu arrives and attacks them. Seeing this, Todi exclaims, Lu is truly powerful. Omer thinks to himself, Lu, you're making me look like a thug in front of everyone, but it's pointless. You rushed here too soon and brought only a handful of men. Our 10 soldiers will attack each one of yours, and we'll win effortlessly. Meanwhile, everyone finishes their meal. A demi-human says, the Lord of Young City must be fighting Omer right now. Another demi-human adds, the city lord took only 560 people with him, while Omer has 4,000 soldiers. They will win easily. He then suggests, it's best if we escape. If Omer takes over Fang City, we'll suffer the same fate again. Elsewhere, Mina warns, Master, if this keeps up, we'll be in big trouble. Just then, Tofu grabs his weapon, steps outside, and declares, Lu, I'm here to help you. But in a comical turn, he accidentally injures himself with his own weapon and quickly retreats. Sorry, I can't do this. Lu sighs, seriously, you guys are so weak. Just then, Belle arrives, laughing, my stomach is full. Now it's time for some exercise. He charges at Omer's soldiers, taking them down. Lu seizes the moment and says, Mina, this is a great opportunity. Come with me. Mina replies, Master, you go after Omer. I'll handle these guys. Lu nods, all right, Mina, but be careful. Omer then attacks Lu. To dodge, Lu jumps off his horse. Laughing, Omer taunts, we nobles have trained with swords since childhood. Fighting you is child's play for me. Lu smirks, oh, is that so? Let's see. Omer growls, you're about to die, and yet you're acting arrogant? He swings at Lu, but Lu dodges every attack. Shocked, Omer exclaims, no. This can't be happening. Lu then lifts Omer and throws him to the ground, declaring, I knew it, you're Omer. But today, you'll die by my hands. Suddenly, a man ambushes Lu. Shocked, Lu realizes he can't dodge in time, and his clothes get slashed. Omer laughs, you arrived just in time. Kill him for me. Lu quickly looks around and asks, wait, where's Mina? The attacker strikes again. Lu blocks it and thinks, his attacks are insanely fast. They engage in a fierce sword fight, and Lu gets a cut on his face. He touches his cheek and thinks, I'm bleeding. Meanwhile, Belle continues attacking the enemies. One of them shouts, everyone, attack together. Enraged, Belle rips her clothes in frustration and yells, now I'm really angry. Everyone is stunned and gasps, wait, where did that huge ball come from under her clothes? That's when they realize, Belle is actually a girl. Where are you all looking? Before charging at the enemies. During the fight, Lu thinks, I can predict all his movements, yet I'm still struggling to defeat him. The masked man attacks Lu, but Belle steps in and saves him. The masked man reveals his face and says, now I understand why I was sent here. Remember my face, we will meet again. Omer yells, Gray, stop. You can't just leave me like this. Gray replies, if I didn't need to keep my identity hidden, I would have killed you already. Then he leaves. Omar, panicking, says, no, I am the Count's son. No one can kill me. But Lu and Belle attack him together. Afterward, everyone celebrates their victory. Belle happily eats and says, this is amazing. Now I can eat as much meat as I want here. Tofu says, I thought I was going to die. Thank goodness Lu came to save us. Meanwhile, Mina is lying injured. As soon as she wakes up, she asks, where is Master? Is he okay? Annie replies, "You're seriously injured. Master personally stitched your wounds." Mina, tearing up, says, "Forgive me, Master. I am too weak. I couldn't defeat the king's knight." Lu kisses Mina and says, "Fool. You gave it your all." Annie is shocked. Did Master just kiss Mina? Just then, Tofu and the others arrive, shouting, "Lu, let's party." Lu says, "Hey, wait. Mina, are you okay?" Mina smiles and says, "Yes, go ahead." Then, everyone joins the party. Bapu brings out a new dish, Yang City's canned fish. Everyone looks at it in surprise and says, "What is this weird thing? It smells so strange." Without hesitation, Belle takes a bite and exclaims, "Wow! This is amazing." Tofu also tries it and shouts, "This is really tasty." Everyone laughs and says, "Mr. Bapu, I want one too." Fizu asks Annie, "Hey, big sister, why didn't you try the canned fish?" But Annie is completely shocked because Lu had kissed Mina. Fizu yells, "Hey, big sister, can you hear me or not?" Annie shouts back, "Hey, do you want to die?" Fizu asks again, "Hey, big sister, did you try the canned fish?" Angrily, Annie storms off. Fizu wonders, what's wrong with her now? But the food was really amazing. Belle arrives with a lot of food and says, "This is truly delicious. So I can eat as much as I want." While eating, she exclaims, "This is really amazing." Just then, Lu arrives and says, "Hey, Belle." Belle replies, "Yeah, tell me, what do you want?" Lu asks, "I just wanted to know how you like the canned fish." Then, in his mind, he thinks, she's really like a cowgirl. Truly amazing. Belle responds, "But I will never trust humans. Earlier, I helped you in exchange for the food I ate. From now on, our paths are completely different." Lu says, "I just wanted to invite you to try the delicious food of Young City." Belle asks, "Delicious food?" Lu replies, "Yes. Like egg cream puffs, hamburgers, chocolate pudding, and meat. There's so much more." Now that their paths have separated, they wonder, what can we even do now? Belle, shocked, says, "Wait, I." Just then, the others arrive, grabbing Lu's clothes and saying, "Lord Lu Feng, please wait." Lu exclaims, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" Tofu says, "We want to know more about Young City's canned fish. Do you have any more?" Lu replies, "Making canned fish takes a long time. I only had the amount I brought." Everyone is shocked. "What? That's it?" Yo only says, "Seriously, this is really unfortunate." Toady says, "Hey everyone, listen to me. Besides canned fish, Young City has many other interesting things. Inside Young City, there's a huge market with countless items." Hearing this, everyone gets excited and says, "What? A huge market? Really? Hey, Lu Feng, can we visit Young City?" Lu replies, "Yes, absolutely." Then, he thinks to himself, Toady is really smart. This way, even Beefing City's market will stay open. Meanwhile, a child eating says, "Dad, this fish is really amazing. How about we visit Young City sometime?" Solo responds, "Yes, you're right. This Lu Feng is truly an interesting person." Elsewhere, some men, while chasing someone, say, "This is a golden opportunity. Everyone is busy partying in the castle. This is the perfect time to capture her." Another man says, "There she is. Look over there. That's an elf. She's so beautiful. We must capture her at any cost. If we catch her, we'll get 1,000 gold coins." They attack her, but the elf effortlessly dodges their attacks and takes them down with her arrows. She says, "These guys are really weak. I shouldn't stay in this city for too long." Meanwhile, Lu prepares to head to Young City. Tofu says, "This is really tough. When will we meet again?" Once, Toady tells him, "Take my place, so I can retire and live in your city." Their Toady is Tofu's son. Tofu says, "Wait. Toady, where are you going?" Toady runs towards the boat, saying, "Dad, I'm staying in Young City from now on. You should let someone else take over your position." Tofu shouts angrily, "Hey, you little brat. Come back immediately." Lu calmly says, "Tofu, calm down." Just then, all the demi-humans arrive and say to Lu, "Thank you for saving our lives." A man who looks like Sunio says, "Aren't these the same people who ran away after eating food? Now that they know we've won, they're back." Lu tells them, "It's your choice. Stay here or leave. You can also come to Young City, where humans, orcs, and everyone else live together. As long as you work for me, I'll make sure you're well fed." Hearing this, everyone happily says, "Thank you." On the other side, Belle says, "Lord is truly amazing." Annie adds, "Of course, he is our master." Just then, Lu arrives and asks, "Hey Belle, what are you doing here?" Bailey makes an excuse and says, I have some work in Young City. Lou replies, alright, let's go home. After a while, they arrive in Young City. Seeing this, people gather around and start talking amongst themselves. Hey, did you hear? The Lord has killed all the thugs. A woman exclaims, my entire family. Our Lord has avenged all of us. There isn't a single thug left in the city today. A little later, Lou reaches the castle and says, Nicole, oh Viva. I'm back. Nicole rushes to Lou and asks, Master, are you hurt anywhere? Lou smiles and says, No, I'm perfectly fine. Nicole steps aside, blushing, and thinks to herself, I can't believe I just touched Lou. Seriously, today is such a great day for me. Leo says, Hey, Viva, how do you like these new clothes? Do they fit you perfectly? Viva responds, Yes, Master. They are perfect. Thank you. Lou says, Omar and his knights have been sent to work in the mines. They can never come out again. Viva hugs Lou and says, Thank you, Master. Lou laughs and says, It's no big deal. Suddenly, the three of them angrily shout, Master. Viva, embarrassed, says, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Lou scratches his head and says, Oh, I totally forgot about this. Wait. Then he brings Bailey and says, Hey, Nicole. This is your new friend. Viva and Nicole are both shocked to see Bailey. Nicole thinks to herself, Wow. It's really huge. Who else noticed this? Annie yells, Hey, Nicole. What are you doing? Go and get her some clothes, quickly. Nicole, panicking, says, Yes, I am going right now. Meanwhile, Buffo is showing everyone the house. The demi-humans are shocked and say, Wow. This place is so big and beautiful. There is also an alpha named Eliza. Eliza thinks to herself, I never imagined Young City would have such a massive building. It's even bigger than buildings in other cities. Buffo says, Our Lord built this building specifically for those who work in Young City. It's completely for rent. You can live here by paying monthly rent. The bigger the room, the higher the rent. Then he opens a door and says, For example, this room is for one person, and its rent is 10 copper coins per month. Suddenly, an awkward scene appears. A girl gets furious and yells, You pervert. How dare you? Then she starts beating him up and slams the door shut. Behind her, even after getting beaten up, Buffo says, For 2 people, it's 13 copper coins. We also have rooms available for 3 and 4 people. The others laugh and say, Even after getting beaten up so much, he's still doing his job. This guy is truly dedicated to his work. Eliza says, I want a room here. Buffo replies, Of course, why not? Then the other demi-humans say, We also need a room, but we don't have any money. Buffo smiles and says, That doesn't matter. The Lord already knew about this. If you don't have money, you can take a loan. Once you start working, it will be deducted from your salary. Here's a good suggestion: share a room with others. That way, you'll pay less rent. Hearing this, everyone gets excited and shouts, Yes. We will work hard with all our strength. Meanwhile, Ben is showing the nobles around and says, Up ahead is our trade market. Solo looks around and thinks, Young City's construction is truly impressive. And Lou. He genuinely cares about everyone. This lord is no ordinary man. Suddenly, a man comes running and shouts, Wait. You guys stay right here. My stomach is upset. I need to relieve myself. Ben shouts, Hey, Lord. Stop. That's not allowed in Young City. Meanwhile, that man calmly starts doing his business. Suddenly, a group of people arrive with sticks and say, Didn't your family teach you not to relieve yourself wherever you want? The man says, But everyone goes to the corners, right? They angrily shout, That's just you. Can't you read what's written here? Then they grab him and say, Clean up what you did. And on top of that, you have to pay a fine. The man, panicking, says, What? I have to pay a fine too? They angrily say, Do you not want to pay the fine? Terrified, he quickly replies, All right. Wait, I'll pay. Meanwhile, the nobles head towards the public toilet and say, Let's see why this toilet is so fancy. Solo tries to stop them, Hey, wait. But before he can, they open the door, only to be beaten up and thrown out by the girls inside. The warden, furious, says, Seriously, you all are such perverts. Don't you understand that men's and women's toilets are separate? Then she points at the board and says, Look. This is the men's toilet, and this is the women's toilet. The people think to themselves, if they had told us about the sign earlier, we wouldn't have gotten beaten up for no reason. The woman says, whatever the case, since this is your first time, I'll forgive you. Then, all of them head to the male restroom. After relieving themselves, one person exclaims, wow! That was amazing. I never thought relieving myself in Young City would feel this good. As they continue walking, a boy says, Dad, let's eat over there first. Ben says, this shop is the most famous one here. If you all are hungry, go ahead and grab something to eat. Everyone rushes toward the bun shop like madmen. But as soon as they arrive, the other customers step away from them. One man comments, seriously, the people here are really smart. They automatically clear space for nobles like us. They start chatting amongst themselves and say, these people probably haven't bathed for a month, just like we used to. Another man says, whatever, let's just leave. I've lost my appetite. A noble asks, do we really smell that bad? Just then, a man vomits. The people around them react, hey, brotherly, are you okay? Let's get out of here before we end up sick like him. Solo remarks, looks like we really do need to take a bath first. Ben says, if you want to bathe, there's a bathhouse in Young City. You can go there. They all head to the bathhouse. Solo exclaims, wow! This bathhouse is amazing. We can all bathe together in such a huge pool. However, as soon as they get into the water, their filth starts contaminating it, causing everyone else to flee. Solo's son says, Dad, you are seriously disgusting. Solo yells, hey! Where are you going? Don't run away from me. His son pleads, please, let me go. A while later, after they've bathed, they step outside. Solo stretches and says, that bath felt amazing. His son excitedly adds, Dad, I really like this place. What if we stayed here permanently? Solo reminds him, have you forgotten why we came here in the first place? The boy suddenly remembers, oh yeah. We're here to find a great husband for my sister. Ben points ahead and says, here's our trade market. You'll find everything you need here. Go ahead and take a look. The nobles enter the market and start browsing through the goods. Meanwhile, Elisa, while eating, thinks to herself, this city is incredible. The food here is amazing. The nobles push forward aggressively, shouting, move out of my way, as they charge ahead like lunatics. Then, they begin buying everything in sight, boasting, we're filthy rich. Just sell us everything you've got. Suddenly, a man shouts angrily, hey! You guys are going too far. If you buy up everything, what will we do? Do you really think money can buy everything? The nobles respond, oh. Sorry about that. Does this not seem like enough money? Fine, we'll double it. Don't worry, it's just us today, but we'll be back tomorrow, the day after, and every other day. You might as well stop coming here. Hearing this, the man gets furious and shouts, you. Just then, the market guards arrive and say, we are the guards of this market. According to the Lord's rules, every person has a purchase limit, and you all are exceeding it. The nobles, shocked, exclaim, what? A purchase limit? The guard reassures them, don't worry, we'll take back the extra goods and return your money. The nobles sigh, fine, take it. The local merchants laugh and mock them, what happened now? Looks like your money isn't so powerful after all. As they leave, the nobles mutter, whatever. This is a marketplace, yet there's a purchase limit. If we can't buy more, how will we make money? Let's go talk to the Lord about this. Once he realizes how much profit we can bring him, he'll remove the limit himself. Meanwhile, at the castle. Lou says, hey, Nicole. I can't believe you made this so perfectly. Nicole, blushing, thinks to herself, yes. Keep praising me like this. Lou continues, seriously, you re the best cook in Young City. Nicole replies, Master, please don't joke with me. I am not that great of a cook. On the other side, people are fighting over pizza. Belle yells, hey, don't eat so much, or you'll get fat. Here, let me finish it for you. Annie retorts, you're the fat cow here. Put my pizza down, or you'll puff up even more. Belle snatches the pizza from her and, while eating, taunts, were you saying something? I didn't hear you. Meanwhile, Viva speaks up. Master, I need your help. She suddenly smacks Lou on the forehead and asks, Master, are you okay? Lou, rubbing his forehead, replies, yeah, go ahead. What do you need? Viva begins explaining, actually, my parents were the chiefs of our village. Our family had to move south due to the wrath of the ice god. My parents and the rest of my people were captured by humans and turned into slaves. They helped me escape from Lima City, but they were killed while protecting me. Annie reassures her, Viva, it's okay. Viva says, I want to bring them here. Lou replies, the journey is long and extremely dangerous. I'll send some warriors with you for protection, okay? Overjoyed, Viva rushes to hug Lou. But before she can, the others yell, "Hey! Stop right there." Viva quickly apologizes, "Sorry. I didn't mean to do that." Preparations begin. Lou turns to Mina. "Hey, Mina. Are you going too?" Mina nods. "Yes, of course. Right now, the orcs must be terrified of humans. If we send warriors with Viva, they might misunderstand the situation. But if I go with her, they'll trust us." Lou protests, "But you're still not fully recovered." Viva interjects, "I don't want to trouble you all. How about I go alone?" Both Lou and Mina immediately yell, "Absolutely not." Viva sighs, Okay. I'm sorry." Lou insists, "Promise me that you won't put yourself in danger." Mina reassures him, "Master, don't worry. Nothing will happen to me." Lou starts lecturing her with a long speech, but Mina interrupts him by kissing him. Annie watches this and boils with rage. Mina then says, "Master, I'm leaving now." Lou simply nods, "All right." Back at the castle. Lou finds himself lost in thoughts about Mina. Suddenly, Annie slams a huge stack of papers in front of him and says, "It's time to get to work." Lou groans, "There's no way I can finish all these documents before night. If only I had a good secretary to help me, that would be perfect." Annie grins and replies, "Fine. I'll help you, but I want a reward." Lou smirks, "All right, I'll ask Nicole to make you some fried omelet." Annie happily agrees. Deal. "Now, tell me what you need help with." Lou points at a document. "Can you assist me with this?" Annie scoffs, "Don't underestimate me. I used to help my dad, I used to help with my dad's business." Lou, surprised, asks, "Wait, you actually handled a business?" Annie shrugs, "Yeah, you could say that." As she flips through the documents, she asks, "Master, what's this processing limit?" Lou explains, "I implemented it before we visited Beefing City." "Why? Is there an issue with it?" Annie shakes her head, "No, not exactly. But we're about to be flooded with merchants soon." Just then, Nicole bursts into the room, shouting, "Master! A huge number of merchants are outside waiting to meet you." Annie smirks and says, "Speak of the devil. They're already here, like a pack of hungry dogs." Lo mutters, "Dogs wouldn't even bother shooting at them. They're more like devils." Annie smirks, "Devils? Then they must taste delicious, right?" Nicole interrupts, "Master, this isn't the time for jokes." Lo nods, "Tell all the merchants to gather at the Zhao building. Inform them to return tomorrow. I'll be there as well." Soon, a public notice is posted across Young City. The citizens gather around, reading it excitedly. "Oh, the Zhao building is finally opening tomorrow." Another man exclaims, "Isn't this the building Lord mentioned? The one where the world's tastiest food will be available in one place? I need to check this out." A third person adds, "Lord is meeting with tons of merchants tomorrow. All those invited have already received their invitations." The merchants without invitations groan in disappointment. One man gasps, "What? 5 silver coins? With that much, I could buy enough steamed buns to last a whole year." Another merchant sighs, "Only those merchants who received an invite will be supplying goods to Young City. Seriously, they are so lucky." Solo clenches his fists, thinking, "I missed such a golden opportunity." Just then, Nicole approaches him. "Are you Mr. Solo?" she asks. Solo, surprised, replies, "Yes, that's me." "And you are?" Nicole introduces herself. "My name is Nicole. I'm the internal manager of Young City. My master has personally invited you to the Zhao building. Here, this is your invitation card." Solo, shocked but thrilled, accepts the card. "Wow, thank you so much." The surrounding crowd gasps in disbelief. That invitation is worth 5 silver coins. This guy is unbelievably lucky. Nicole, unfazed, turns to leave. "Make sure you arrive on time." Solo nods eagerly. "Of course, Miss Nicole." Everyone arrives at the invitation and says, "This place is truly amazing. And look at the variety of food here." Belle is completely shocked to see so much food. A girl asks her, "You can order whatever you like to eat. Tell me, what do you want?" Belle replies, "Meat. I want all the meat." Now, the real question is, how can a cowgirl eat meat? Belle takes all the meat and starts eating. Alyssa thinks to herself, "I wish I had a stomach like hers. It would be so much fun, I could try so many different foods." Just then, a girl announces to all the merchants, "Those with an invitation card, please proceed to the second floor immediately." A little while later, everyone reaches the second floor. The girl says, "Please wait here, the Lord will be arriving shortly." One merchant picks up a glass and says, "This glass looks incredibly expensive. Even the tablecloth is so smooth." Sitting here feels so luxurious. Everyone takes their seats at the table. Another merchant says, I know we all have different business goals here, but our main purpose is the same, to remove this purchasing limit. The others agree, yes, absolutely. Tell us, what can we do about it? One person speaks up, I have a plan, everyone listen carefully. When the Lord arrives, no matter what offers he makes, we will not agree to anything. Until he removes the purchasing limit, we won't make any deals. A young man hesitates, the idea sounds good, but I don't want to offend a noble. What if I lose my life over business? The merchant reassures him, there's no need to be afraid. If a noble wants to develop their city, they won't harm merchants. We just need to stand united. Meanwhile, Lu and the others are eavesdropping on their conversation. Annie says to Lu, yes, you were right. We can hear everything from the other room. Lu replies, yeah, I knew it. Nicolette angrily says, how dare they? Master wants to help them, and they are plotting against him. Lu calms her down, relax, or they'll hear you. Nicolette, still furious, says, Master, forgive me, but they're talking absolute nonsense. Lu smiles and says, no worries. Let them talk for now. They won't have the courage to say anything in front of me. Nicolette thinks to herself, Master is really so handsome. Lu turns to Annie and says, all right, it's time to teach them a lesson. A little later, Lu and his group enter the room. Lu says, everyone, please take your seats. I invited you here for two reasons. First, today marks the grand opening of this building, so I wanted you all to come and try some food. Annie claps, and the servants bring in the food. Lu says, all right, please start eating. Lu thinks to himself, this food isn't as good as what Nicolette makes. I wonder if these merchants will like it or not. But when he sees the merchants eating like starving dogs, he realizes, looks like I was worrying for no reason. One merchant exclaims, Lord, your food is incredible. I can confidently say there is no restaurant like this in the entire kingdom. Then he asks, Lord, you haven't told us the second reason yet? Lu replies, I know you all want the purchasing limit to be removed. The merchants immediately respond, yes, my lord. That's exactly why we're here. Lu says, but I am not in charge of that market. Miss Annie is. You can discuss your ideas with her. Everyone is shocked. One merchant exclaims in disbelief, what? A demi-human? You entrusted a demi-woman with your business? Another man says, my lord, what are you trying to say? Annie, furious, says, are you underestimating me? If I want, this order will never be removed. A merchant quickly responds, Miss Annie, you're misunderstanding us. Please, reconsider removing this order. Annie asks, why? The merchant replies, because we can buy a lot more goods than normal people, which would result in a huge profit for the Lord. After all, developing a city requires a lot of money. Annie says, but I think you, underestimating my master. That market was actually created for normal people, which is why the prices are so low. But you all barged in and caused chaos. You, very lucky that the master didn't order your arrest. And now, you want this order to be removed? The merchant responds, Miss Annie, don't take it so seriously. We want to cooperate with the Lord. Annie says, Master wants to cooperate with you, but you are greedy people. The merchant admits, yes, you are right, Miss Annie, but we are not poor merchants. Another merchant adds, yes, Miss Annie, I had to pay 10 silver coins just to buy this invitation. Annie replies, and yet, you are still very poor. The merchant questions, Miss Annie, what exactly are you trying to say? Annie clarifies, don't misunderstand. I am not talking about just you, I am talking about all of you. Compared to my master, you are all incredibly poor. Hearing this, everyone is shocked and exclaims, what? In the next scene, Viva and Meena are shown heading toward the mountains. Meena constantly protects Viva from danger, but in her mind, she thinks, I'm really so useless. Suddenly, her stomach growls. Meena says, hey, Viva. Let's take a break and eat something. Viva replies, no, there's no need. She thinks to herself, no, I don't want to cause any more trouble. But then, her stomach growls again. She hesitantly says, I'm sorry. I think we should stop and eat something here. So, they pause for a meal. Meena offers, try this dried fish. Viva asks, what's this now? Meena explains, it's a biscuit. Eating it with fish makes it taste really good. Viva exclaims, Master is truly amazing. He knows everything. Meena smiles, yes, I know. Viva hesitates for a moment before asking, Meena, can I ask you something? Meena replies, sure. What is it? Viva asks, do you think Master would marry a demi-human? Meena is completely shocked and exclaims, "What? What are you trying to say?" Viva hesitates and then says, "I'm sorry, but yesterday I saw Master kiss you." Meena replies, "Yes, he will." Viva is stunned. "What?" Meena clarifies, "I'm saying that Master will definitely marry a demi-human." Viva exclaims, "Really? Master is truly a great person. But he is a noble. How can he marry a demi-human?" Meena sighs, "I used to be sad thinking about that too, but then Master told me. What's wrong with a demi-human? I will marry a demi-human. So I am completely sure that one day, Master will marry me." As soon as she says this, Meena's face turns bright red. Then she gasps, "Oh no! What did I just say?" Viva laughs and says, "Don't worry. There's no one else here besides us." Meanwhile, a group of people is hiding behind some rocks, whispering. One man says, "Captain, did they forget about us?" The captain warns, "Stay quiet. If Meena finds out we were eavesdropping, we are dead meat." Another man mutters, "But why am I eating this lemon?" Back in the hall, the merchant asks, "Miss Annie, what are you trying to say?" Annie responds, "I'm not trying to say anything, I'm just telling you the truth. Do you know how much the vegetables on this plate cost?" A merchant scoffs, "These vegetables? I don't think they could be that expensive." Annie replies, "Each leaf has been carefully selected, and this single plate of vegetables costs 65 copper coins." Everyone is shocked. "What?" Annie continues, "The chicken you ate, the one with the brown sauce, costs 380 copper coins. The fish in the center? It costs 700 copper coins. And the biggest meatball here? That's the most expensive dish in this building." The merchants think to themselves, "Wow, the taste really matches the price. Normally, we would have to spend so many silver coins just to eat food like this." Annie says, "I know that all of you came here with an invitation after paying 10 silver coins, and you think you've accomplished something big, but you have no idea that just sitting here costs 10 silver coins, and the food is charged separately. The master and we eat such meals every day, and you poor people want to compare yourselves to the master?" The merchant says, "Look, Miss Annie, you are absolutely right that we are very poor, but if we support Young City, there will be even more benefits. Additionally, if we promote Young City, more merchants will come here in the future. In the end, this will be beneficial for you, right?" Another merchant says, "Miss Annie, I know that the Lord and you are doing great work for ordinary people, but if we don't buy anything, how will Young City succeed?" Annie says, "Let me tell you something. As for selling the goods, the master has already come up with a plan. He has started selling goods in another city. This way, you can earn a lot of money." Hearing this, everyone is shocked and exclaims, "What?" Then they all say, "Oh Lord, please forgive us. Tell us your conditions. We are very poor merchants, have mercy on us." The two merchants whisper to each other, "We're in big trouble. If this continues, we won't be able to make any money." Lou says, "Ask Annie about this." Then everyone approaches Annie and says, "Miss Annie, please tell us your plan. We will agree to all your conditions." Annie replies, "It's very simple. You have to pay a duty." Everyone is shocked and asks, "Duty? What is that? How do we pay it?" Annie explains, "If you buy goods from Young City, there won't be any duty. But if you exceed a certain purchase limit, you will have to pay a duty. The more you buy, the higher the duty." The merchants say, "Because of this duty, won't the goods become very expensive?" Annie responds, "Don't worry. The duty will be calculated fairly. Our products are of high quality, but the prices are very low. So even after paying the duty, you will still make a good profit." Solo thinks to himself, the duty applies only if they buy in large quantities, so it won't affect regular people. This is actually a brilliant plan. Annie adds, "If you don't like this plan, we'll sell our goods in another city." The merchants panic and say, No, we agree. We have no problem with this." Then, after finishing their meal, they leave. Annie smirks and says, "Now that's how it's done. I totally outplayed them." The master looks at Lou and says, "Thanks for this." Annie, blushing, steps back and says, "This is just normal for me because my name is Annie. I can do everything." Lou laughs and says, "Yes, I know." Then they all start heading towards the castle. Just then, Solo calls from behind, "Lord, please wait. My name is Solo, and I'm a merchant from the capital. I need to talk to you, it won't take long." Lou says, "Oh, it's you? I wanted to discuss business with you. Come with me." Solo responds, "All right, thank you, my lord." Then they board a carriage and head towards Buffing City. One of the men says, "This carriage is truly amazing. It's moving so fast, yet we don't even feel any bumps. This is really an incredible thing." Annie explains, this horse carriage is specially designed, which is why we don't feel any jerks while moving. Only the master owns one in the entire world. The man exclaims, really? That's incredible. Solo says, Young City has some truly amazing products. Lu says, as far as I know, you have been running a successful business in both the North and South. You are highly experienced and knowledgeable. Doing business with you will be a pleasure. Solo asks, so what is your business? Lu replies, you'll find out soon. A little later, Solo and the others arrive at the South City workshop. The man says, wow, this place is huge. Annie laughs and says, this isn't a house, it's a workshop. Lu says, Mr. Solo, please come inside. Then he steps inside and becomes soft. Lu says, Mr. Solo, I want you to manage this business. Hearing this, Solo is completely taken aback and exclaims, what? Just then, his son says, Dad, look at all these clothes. Lu asks, Annie, how many clothes do we have here? Annie replies, right now, we have 400 low-quality clothes, several medium-quality ones, and 200 high-quality ones. Lu asks, and how many products do we produce in a day? Annie starts calculating the numbers. The boy says, the price of 1 meter of fabric is 30 copper coins. Each piece of fabric is 30 meters long. If we sell 60 pieces in a day, we can earn 50 silver coins daily. That means 1 gold coin in 2 days. Even after deducting transportation, labor, and production costs. Dad, this means we can earn 100 gold coins a year. Lu laughs and says, kid, you truly are a merchant's son. Annie, irritated, mutters, this kid is really weird. Solo says, but my lord, wouldn't it take a lot of time and effort to adopt this lifestyle? How can you produce so many pieces in just 1 day? Annie replies, that's a city secret. We don't tell anyone. Lu says, no worries, we can show him. Hearing this, Annie gets furious. Solo asks, what is this now? Annie says, alright, I'll show you. The boy exclaims, this is the machine, right? You guys sew clothes with this? How do you use it? Annie thinks to herself, I'm going to kill this kid. Lu says, Annie, show them. Annie sighs and says, fine. She pushes the kid aside and says, move over. She sits down and thinks to herself, now it's time to show off my ability. Then she swiftly starts sewing the fabric and, in no time, completes it, proudly saying, look, it's done. This is actually really easy. What do you guys think? The boy excitedly exclaims, wow, you're amazing. Annie blushes and says, this is just normal for me. Lu asks, hey Annie, do you think we can produce 100 pieces in a day? Annie confidently responds, yes, absolutely. We've already started training new workers. Once they start, there won't be any problems. Solo thinks to himself, where exactly did this lord come from? Lu asks, hey Mr. Solo, what do you think of this machine-made fabric? Solo touches it and says, this is incredibly soft and of high quality. Even normal noblemen would love to wear it. Annie explains, Mr. Solo, we have different grades of fabric, and each grade is unique. The one you're holding is what common city people wear. Solo is stunned and exclaims, what? This is low quality? Then how amazing must the medium, high, and premium quality be? Even the king would want to buy this. Lu smirks and asks, interested in doing business? I have the products, and you know how to sell them. Solo thinks to himself, I bet we can make way more than 100 gold coins a year, at least 1,000. Then he says, Lord, I truly want to work with you, and I only need one thing for that. Lu thinks, I thought he'd ask for a percentage, but he's actually a great guy. Just then, the boy loudly declares, I've made up my mind. Mr. Lu, you will marry my sister. From today, you're my brother-in-law. Hearing this, Annie and Lu are completely shocked and yell, what? Solo scolds, hey kid, stop talking nonsense. Then he turns to Lu and says, but I do have a daughter. She's very smart, skilled in everything, and truly adorable, if you're interested. Before he can finish, the boy excitedly asks Lu, hey, brother-in-law, do you have any other cool stuff? Please show me. Annie, furious, snaps, stop calling him your brother-in-law. I already hate kids enough as it is. We see Mina and Viva. Mina says, now, we have no choice but to keep moving from here. Then, they start walking. After some time, Magubal asks Viva, hey, are you okay? Do you want to stop here and rest? Viva replies, no. Those people must be ahead. Then she tells the others, you all rest here. Mina and I will go ahead and check. Mina adds, if they suddenly see humans, they, LL get really scared. The others agree, alright, we, LL rest here. Mina and Viva then move forward. After walking some distance, Mina smells blood. She immediately grabs Viva's hand and says, "Stay calm." Then, they look around to see who is there. A girl is standing in front of them. Shocked, Viva exclaims, "Sumi, what are you doing here?" Sumi hugs her tightly and starts crying. Concerned, Viva asks, "Hey, Sumi, are you hurt? Tell me, what happened?" Sobbing, Sumi replies, "We were attacked, and I barely managed to escape." Panicked, Viva asks, "But we had a guard team, right? And where is Grandma Meili?" Sumi, with a sad expression, says, "The guard team was with us, but after you were captured, they all left. Only Grandpa Meili and a few others stayed with us." Hearing this, Viva is shocked. Mina says firmly, "This is no time to be sad. We have to move and save them." On the other side, a group of men captures all the demi-humans and laughs. One of them says, "We are really lucky. Not only do we have food, but we also got a bunch of demi-humans." Another man responds, "Yeah, you, rewrite. The rich perverts will pay a fortune for them. We'll make a lot of money selling them." Then, one of them asks, "Hey, did you find that demi-human girl?" The other man replies, "No, we haven't heard anything about her yet. No idea where she went." Suddenly, the first man, enraged, shouts, "Damn it! That girl was the most beautiful one. We made a fortune from her." Furious, he hits a demi-human and yells, "Just thinking about it makes me mad. Tell me, where have you hidden her?" The children witness all of this. Terrified, the children cry out, "Grandma, please, save her somehow. Everyone abandoned us, but you stayed with us." Grandma Meili says, "Forgive me, but I can't do anything." The man, while hitting her, says, "Hey, if we leave you here like this, you'll all die. You already know how angry Goddess gets, right? It would be better if you satisfy Noble. If you don't care about yourself, at least care about the child." At that moment, the demi-human spits in his face and says, "Go die somewhere." Then the man pulls out a knife and says, "Today, I'll kill you." Just then, Mina arrives and kills him. The others start shouting, surround her and kill her. A little girl says, "Grandpa Meili, has someone come to save us?" Another child asks the same. Then, all of them surround Mina and start attacking her. Mina kills 2 men in a single strike. Suddenly, someone yells, "Please, help me." Mina kicks the man away in one strike and says, "Hey, are you okay? Can you get up?" At that moment, he throws sand into Mina's eyes and shouts, "She's trapped. Attack her all at once." Mina exclaims, "Damn it. I can't see anything." Then she remembers how she lost that day. Suddenly, someone speaks from behind, "Does an orc warrior really need eyes to fight?" Mina thinks to herself, "Yeah, she's right." The man attacking her says, "So, you were so prepared to fight that you even closed your eyes?" Immediately, Mina strikes his hands and stomach, killing him. She then looks back and wonders, who was speaking just now? She turns around and sees a wolf warrior standing there. Mina exclaims, "That's a wolf warrior knight." In just one strike, the knight kills all the remaining enemies. Viva says, "Isn't she a knight from the Orc Kingdom?" Mina replies, "Yes, absolutely." The Orc Kingdom's resources and economy were declining rapidly. To protect themselves, they formed a team of knights. Among them, the most famous knights are the Wolf Knights. They can single-handedly wipe out numerous human knights. Viva says, "But it said that these knights are assigned to guard the royal princess. So, what is she doing here?" The wolf warrior enters a room, thinking to herself, "Is the princess here?" She searches inside and says, "Not here either. Where on earth did the princess go?" Just then, Viva enters and says, "Grandpa Meili. Thank goodness you all safe." Meili says, "They left everything behind and ran away. I am an old woman, I'll probably die soon, but they even abandoned their children here." Viva hugs her and says, "I am back. You don't have to worry anymore." After that, the wolf warrior starts leaving. Mina walks up to her and asks, "Hey, how are you so powerful?" The knight replies, "Because losing is not an option." This reminds Mina of what Lu had once said. The next day, we see Lu. He says, "All right, time to relax a bit." Annie is secretly watching him. When Lu turns around, there's no one there. A while later, while Ben is talking to Lu, Annie is still spying on him. During mealtime, Lu tells Nicole, "Everything is ready. As soon as Mina and Viva arrive, we'll start the business." Nicole says, "Understood, master." Even then, Annie keeps staring at him. As soon as Lu looks at Annie, she stands up and says, "I am full." Then she leaves. Lu wonders, what's wrong with her now? A little later, Annie enters Lou's office. She says, Master should be here. Where did he go? Just then, Lou speaks up. Hey, are you looking for me? Annie jumps back, startled, and shouts, I am not looking for you. Lou sighs and says, just tell me already, what happened? Annie replies, it's just a small matter. I don't need your help. But Lou takes the paper from her and says, let me see. Oh, this is a report from the building, about smuggling and taxes? Annie says, they are making normal people buy supplies to save duty, and I don't even understand what I should do. Lou replies, don't worry, I've already made a plan for this. Just then, Ben arrives and says, we have chosen the soldier, and Mr. Lin is also here. Lou says, Annie, come with me. I'll give you a tour of the new guard department. Meanwhile, Min says to Len, my lord, would it be wise for us to leave this place right now? I still don't understand why Lou let us go. I've heard that they've captured Omar. If we don't escape now, we won't get another chance. Besides, Min Chao is still waiting for you in Lima City. At that moment, a guard says, Mr. Len, please come inside. As they step inside, they see several strong-built men. Min, surprised, says, Lord, these people are incredibly powerful. We are too weak compared to them. The Lord looks around and says, look at that brand. It's made entirely of steel. Some silver must have been used to make it. These people are fully prepared. They are even stronger than the knights of Lima City. Len thinks to himself, this is truly impressive. I can't figure out what kind of department this is. A guard then says, Mr. Len, your uniform and token are inside the office. Min is shocked and exclaims, Lord, they said your uniform and token are here. Len replies, Lou wants me to work in the guard department. Just then, Lou enters and says, yes, you are absolutely right. I want you to become the director of the guard department. I know you were once a knight, but you were demoted to a mere servant. Your work was never valued. Min, with tears in his eyes, says, yes, Lord Lou, you are right. My lord has always worked hard and honestly, but Omar turned him into a servant. Lou says, Mr. Len, I am giving you a chance. The guards outside were selected by me. From now on, their responsibility is yours. You must protect the people and property of Young City. Len, will you do this? Len responds, absolutely. Thank you for this opportunity. On the other side, Grandma says, Viva, will the nobles truly accept us? We are demi-humans, after all. Viva replies, don't worry, Master is very different from other nobles. In Young City, both humans and demi-humans earn their living through their own work. Grandma says, but we have so many children, and I am very old. We can somehow survive by working, but what about these kids? Viva thinks to herself, yes, she is right. We have so many children, and providing food and shelter for them will cost a lot. Viva then says, don't worry, I will find a solution. If we all work together, these children will be able to live here comfortably. Jar speaks up, I agree. Don't worry, I am strong, and I can work more. In Young City, Annie says, they said they would arrive soon, so why aren't they here yet? Lou replies, they have children with them, so they must be delayed. Belle says, look, they have arrived. Wow, there are so many little rabbits. Annie excitedly asks, where? Why can't I see them? Belle lifts Annie onto her shoulders and says, now, can you see? Annie exclaims, yes, there they are. She then shouts, Mina, Viva. Viva says, there's the master. He has come to take us. Grandma Melly says in disbelief, a noble is calling us to his city? How is this possible? Lou turns to Mina and says, welcome. You must be exhausted, right? Mina says, no, I am completely fine. Just then, Annie takes Mina aside and asks, Mina, are you really okay? You didn't get hurt anywhere, did you? Show me, where did you get hurt? Lou addresses everyone, welcome to Young City. Viva then approaches Lou and pleads, Master, I will work hard to take care of these children. Please, don't send them away. Lou responds, when did I ever say I was going to send them away? Viva, shocked, asks, so, you won't make them leave? Lou says, the moment you step into Young City, you become my people, and it's my duty to provide you with food and shelter. Annie reassures Viva, there's no need to worry. As soon as Master found out that you were bringing children, he had houses prepared for them in advance. Lou then turns to Mina and says, hey, Mina, go and get some rest. Nicolai, show them their house. Mina calls out, everyone, follow me. Melly asks, Jar, what do you think? Should we trust a noble? Jar replies, I don't know either. Melly says, if anything goes wrong here, take everyone and leave immediately. Jar nods, all right, Grandma, I'll do just that. A little while later, Nicolai announces, here is your new home. Everyone is shocked, exclaiming, wow, it's so big. The children rush inside, saying, "Whoa! This place is so beautiful. And this bed is so soft. It even smells amazing. Are we really going to live here?" Sumi excitedly says, "Grandma, this mattress is so comfortable. If we sleep here, we'll never feel cold." Melly smiles and says, "This is amazing. It feels like a dream." Just then, Nicolay arrives with food and says, "Everyone, put your things away and have your meal." All the children excitedly run towards the food. Nicolay warns, "Hey, everyone, calm down. Form a line, and I'll serve you all." The children then start eating. Lou announces, "From now on, we'll provide you with food every day. All these children must go to school. I will take care of you until you turn 15. After that, you will have to start paying." Melly bows and says, "Lord, thank you." Lou replies, "Please, get up, Grandma Melly. I need your help too." Melly asks, "My help?" Lou explains, "I want you to become the vice president of the orphanage and take care of the children. You must teach them that humans and demi-humans can live together, and for all this, I will pay you 1 silver coin every month. So, what do you say?" Melly, with tears in her eyes, says, "Lord, why are you so kind to us? Don't humans hate demi-humans?" Lou responds, "I don't care whether you re-human or demi-human. I will treat everyone equally. In Young City, everyone is the same." Then he thinks to himself, the main point is, demi-humans look way cuter than humans. After this, a building is shown. Alisa comes out after eating and says, "I am so full. I'll come back here again to try that chicken dish." She then opens her purse and is shocked, exclaiming, "Wait. The weight of my purse?" She drops all the money out and cries, "I've eaten here so many times. I've spent so much money." Just then, she notices a recruitment board and says, "Working in public isn't really for me. But the salary here is really high. With this, I can eat here every day." At that moment, Nicolay approaches and asks, "Are you looking for a job?" Alisa responds, "Yes, I want to work here." Nicolay says, "All right, come with me." Then they enter the restaurant. Alisa excitedly exclaims, "Wow! This place is amazing. Master, the design you gave, right? I modified it a little and made it like this." Lou says, "Nicolay, really, you've done a great job." Bez says, "My horn is the best looking one." Annie says, "Absolutely not. My lollipop is right here. It looks amazing, just like a pizza." Then, a fight breaks out between them. Alisa thinks to herself, "These people are completely ignoring me." She then asks Nicoli, "Hey, will you take me or not?" Nicoli responds, "Oh, I am sorry, what's your name?" Alisa replies, "My name is Alisa." Nicoli says, "I am Nicoli. Show us what you can do first. We'll see if you re suitable for the waiter job or not." Alisa brings water for everyone. Then, people start placing their food orders. Alisa writes everything down while also repeating the orders aloud. After confirming everything, she leaves. Mina says, "She is not a normal girl." Lou adds, "She's educated and speaks very well. I can say for sure that she comes from a wealthy family." Mina says, "Master, we should look into her background." Lou responds, "There's no need for that. We just need to be cautious." Nicoli says, "All right, now chop the vegetables and eat." Alisa throws all the vegetables into the air and starts slicing them. Then she says, "I am done." Nicoli says, "All right, here. Knead the dough and show us." Alisa starts tossing the dough into the air. Nicoli shouts, "Hey, stop that." Alisa says, "I don't think I can do this job. I can cook using fire, though." Nicoli yells, "No, don't open it." As soon as she opens it, there's a massive explosion. Then Lou arrives and asks, "Hey, who are you people?" Nicoli says, "Master, please, don't look at me." Alisa says, "I am Alisa." Then she asks Nicoli, "Will I have to pay for this? If you hire me, I can work here to pay it off." Nicoli thinks to herself, "If she even steps into the kitchen again, I'll never be able to show my face to Master." Lou says, even though Alisa isn't good at cooking, she is educated and communicates well. She will handle taking orders and collecting payments here. Nicoli says, "All right, Master. You've decided." Alisa grabs her hand and says, I'll work really hard here." Nicoli replies, "All right." Just then, Viva speaks up, "Master, I also want to work here." Lou walks up to her and says, "Oh, that's great. How about becoming a teacher in Young City?" Viva, shocked, says, "A teacher?" A little while later, Lou arrives at the school and says, "I've just turned this old house into a school. Once the new school is built, all the students will move there." Viva thinks to herself, these must be excellent students who are hardworking in their studies. Then, she sees them acting like thugs, attacking each other as if they were in a gang fight. Viva thinks, are these the students I'm supposed to teach? They won't even listen to me. Just then, Lou says, hey, kids. All the kids rush to Lou and say, Lord, have you come here to tell us a story? Everyone is shocked, thinking, these mischievous kids suddenly became so well behaved in front of Master. Lou says, before I tell you a story, let me introduce you to your new teacher. Her name is Viva, and you will call her Miss Viva. She will teach you and also tell you stories. So, you all must listen to her. The kids start whispering among themselves, saying, wow, she's twice as big as Annie. Her ears are so long. And she's really beautiful. Hearing this, Viva blushes deeply. Lou says, Viva, watch me. See how I teach. Teach the same way. Later, Viva says, alright. Then he starts telling everyone the story. Everyone listens attentively. Viva thinks to herself, Master can really do anything. Just then, Lou starts coughing while telling the story. Nikolai quickly gives Lou some water and says, Master, drink some water quickly and continue the story. Lou drinks the water and says, if you want to know what happens next, you'll have to wait until tomorrow. Hearing this, everyone starts whining. Lou says, do whatever task Miss Viva assigns you, and don't cause any trouble here. Otherwise, I won't tell you the rest of the story. All the kids reply together, okay, Miss Viva. We will follow your instructions. Then they start leaving. Mina and Nikolai ask, Master, when will you tell us the next story? Lou replies, alright, I'll bring the story for you. Both of them hug Lou and say, this is great. Now we can study. See you tomorrow, Master. Thank you. Just then, Viva says, Master, I don't think I am capable of becoming a teacher. I'll never be able to do this job like you. Lou smiles and says, there are many illiterate people in Young City, but you are educated. There's no need to worry. You'll do even better than me. Besides, if you teach the children, no one in Young City will look down on demi-humans anymore. Nikolai thinks to herself, my master is truly an amazing person. And I just hugged him. This is really special for me. Suddenly, Viva hugs Lou and says, Master, thank you. Then both of them shout together, hey, stop. Viva, embarrassed, says, sorry for that.